E aí, como é que vocês estão? Espero que estejam bem. Enfim, vocês provavelmente viram que eu postei o vídeo lá, né? Então, hoje eu tô gravando mais cedo. Eu ia gravar mais cedo ainda, tipo, almoço e jogar o resto. E fazer as coisas que tem que fazer no Genshin. Mas eu não fiz diária nem nada. Até agora, nem gastei assim. E é pra ter gastado tudo e pegado dentro logo não sei o que. Mas eu não fiz nada, absolutamente nada. Deixei pra fazer a história agora. Que são umas 9 horas por aí. Por aí. Então, vamos parar de enrolar e continuar. Ah tá, essa parte a gente já viu. Essa parte não já viu.
This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams.
Cadê a parte que não estava, meu Deus?
Paimon has no memory of it at all. The balladeer agreed that before he vanished, he confirmed and we still don't know how the change to Ermin's soul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui. But this is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look for the answers, not everything. People yearn to find the truth. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own to others looking on. This may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act and never forget that even when we walk
Eu acho que é
away
aqui que
from
nós
the path
parou.
of
Acho que foi aqui mais ou menos.
suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's get a snack from one of the stalls and
Acabou.
that should lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Tem muita coisa aqui pra pegar. Aliás. Ó, é a 9h27. Não era isso que eu ia fazer não, mas tudo bem. Era esse aqui, ó. Pronto, estou satisfeito. Não, calma. Ah, também tem um novo código. Lembrando, ele não vai funcionar no dia seguinte, tá? Então, se você estiver vendo esse vídeo, use o código. Na verdade, eu nem sei se o código vai sair rápido. Ô, droga. Eu esqueci que eu não tô com o código copiado no bagulho. Calma aí, que eu vou usar o código rapidinho. Vou só pausar o vídeo. Pronto. Eu só fui organizar os meus bagulho de copiar e colar, sabe? Eu só fui organizar. Porque se eu quiser, eu preciso organizar. Aqui, ó. Eu esqueci desse detalhe. Oxe, não. Não era esse e-mail. Caralho. Esse e-mail que nem é meu, velho. Calma aí. Pô, mas eu colei certinho. Vai tomar no cu, calma. Mano, agora eu quero ver, não dá certo, eu quero ver. Não é possível. Aí, finalmente. Código resgatado. Cadê? Olha. Olha, 200. Duzentinho. 200 gema. Quanto gema eu tô? Tô curioso. Caralho, tô com 4.000 gema. Isso aí. Guardando pra bala, hein? Será que até lá eu junto mais gema? Não sei. Ah, quero verificar um negócio. Quero verificar um negócio. É. Não tem nova área. Não tem nova área. Eu tô feliz porque se tivesse nova área eu teria que explorar e pegar mais dentro do óculos. Sendo que eu já tô enrolando pra pegar uns aí. Mas tudo bem.
Say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate her.
E eu tô enrolando muito aqui nessa parte. Era pra eu estar lá na missão já. Mas tô aqui enrolando. Ai, ai. Pô, a missão não tá aparecendo aqui. Ah, pera, acabou? Acabou a missão? Não. A missão do Arconte acabou não. Que susto. Que susto. Um instante eu levei o susto. Pera, deixa eu só verificar um negócio. É que ato? É porque no vídeo anterior eu não vi qual ato que era. Então eu coloquei como novo ato, porque eu não lembro qual. Eu não vi qual ato que era. Então eu fiquei em dúvida, porque Sumeru teve tanto arco que eu não sei mais qual que é, tá ligado? Não tenho certeza se é um novo capítulo, não sei o que, tá ligado? É difícil saber. É difícil. Meu Deus, que tá muito ruim o gráfico. Se o gráfico tá ruim, que significa que o Wi-Fi não tá tão bom, né? Imagino eu. Eu vou ter que descer mesmo, é? Vai, se não for, eu vou ficar puto, porque, né? Porque, né? Ah, não. Tá travando essa porra agora. Ah, mano, não quero jogar assim. Na academia? Por que na academia? Não é aqui que é apostar? Não era aqui. Quer apostar que não era aqui? Mano, que ódio. Tá muito ruim. Agora melhorou. Ah, mas piorou de novo. Deu uma caminhada pelo... Ah, é pra dar uma caminhada no bazar. Pô, mas aí é foda. Aí é foda. Significa que eu vou ter que descer mais, né? Ou não. Eu vou sim. Vou ter que descer mais. Pô, aí é foda. Não, não é pra cá. É pra lá. Meu Deus do céu.
Allow me!
Eu consigo pular certo por quê? Porque tá travando. Tá travando essa porra. Ah, não dá pra pular direito. Sem tomar dano. Porra, é foda, viu? Mano, não é aqui. Pô, onde é que é esta merda? Caralho, que ódio. Será que eu vou ficar um ano andando nessa porra? Mano, a diária. A diária tá atrapalhando. Eu nem selecionei a diária. Nem selecionei. Eu nem selecionei. Ah, mano, que saco. Assim fica difícil. Assim fica difícil saber onde eu tô indo. Finalmente achei. Caralho.
We're here! What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. What is it? Have you figured it all out?
O caralho, o tempo tampando.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill.
O quê?
Look, here.
Ele apareceu. Não creio. Ah, mas ele apareceu com visão já. Não gostei. Já apareceu com visão. Ah, queria ver ele ganhando a visão.
Hey! Hey,
Acabou a
wait!
graça.
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too...
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
É, aquele cara exclamou.
Who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here. I actually give you some work to do. You keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias. And I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Moment, I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it?
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Eita. Vamos seguir ele. Ele já tá na puta que pariu.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the
Momento como
Valadier,
você diz ele. Os caramuchos que planejam fazer uma futebol do sol dele. Isso não é um pouco cruel?
Oh, alright.
Ó, tudo bem.
This should be enough.
Isso deve ser suficiente. Acho que eu deveria levar dança.
Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You're right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy?
Não, louco.
He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Caramba, por que desse jeito? Ele disse que você não quer nenhum dinheiro por isso.
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
E ele me deixou me abrigar em sua carroça. Em troca disso, que seria ser ajudante por um tempo.
That's oddly nice of you.
let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
And let's return to the city.
Droga, eu esqueci. Eu esqueci de silenciar o negócio direito. Que bosta.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care
Ô,
that it was
droga.
raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Isso.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me.
Meu Deus. Ah, agora tá indo na Kusanagi, eu acho. Certeza. É isso mesmo. Ai, não. Meu Deus, mano. Caralho. Não pode controlar com uma mão que... Controlei com uma mão porque eu tava ligando a TV aqui. Porque na TV eu consigo ver o horário. Eu não quero ficar levantando o celular pra ver o horário. TV é mais
What's
fácil.
wrong?
Não, mas tipo, caralho. Não dá pra jogar com uma mão.
Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
Informação repetindo.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who...
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with... But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that...
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be
Eita.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world and all.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating. This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street. He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to.
As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now,
Ela vai pra Missul? Eu acho que não vai pra Missul de novo. Olha. Entrei na memória.
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it. Whatever.
Não, pera, o quê?
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it. Whatever it takes. I'm just sorry that you have to join me for...
Ele sente que deve ou não deve?
No matter what lies ahead,
Ah, ele sente muito.
it's time to get ready.
Pera aí.
time to face the music.
Olha! Mano, dá pra ler a mente dele.
Time to face the music.
Caralho, dá pra ler a mente dele. Nossa! Mano! Teve aquela hora que eu tava com ele dentro da Armisul. Podia ter lido a mente dele quando eu tava dentro da Armisul, junto com os caramuchos antigos. E eu não aproveitei pra ler, eu não aproveitei. Nossa, que ódio. Que ódio, eu não aproveitei pra ler.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. Deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation.
Is that because this is kind of a...
You could see that.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The crystal marrow miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so... There's someone passed out on... You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion, and
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
in the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hank?
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Vamos lá.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this...
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. And then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatar, what happened to the
Ah,
child?
pulei sem
He
querer,
died
que
from his
ódio.
illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
This isn't good.
This first.
What an annoyance.
Access denied.
That seemed to work.
Use this first.
That seemed to work.
Caralho, o sono tá vindo.
Use this first.
Well met.
Allow me.
No excuse for silence. You can't run. Well, never try.
Into the wind.
Miscalculated.
This place is dark.
Eita, e agora?
Paimon knows this place. It's the delusion factor in the original version of events. The traveler once encountered the balladeer.
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Sure. Me?
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it complete. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, leave that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with... Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to...
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come.
Yes. Please don't worry about...
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Roll! Out of my sight! Hold the line! Minute to memory! Are you? Roll! No touching! Blaze over! Over here!
Can't run from death.
Resistance. Shine. No longer.
Acabou.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join...
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god...
The biological transformation.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely...
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they'd think if they knew that nothing matters to you?
I suggest you speak...
The doctor again?
That person gives a...
It's normal for him to give you the creeps.
Let's move on.
É pra lá, né? Ok.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, how...
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, no matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've
Eita.
always believed human lives follow a set of rules. With each, as a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rule.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you, and I finally realized that reclaiming my missing might be my one opportunity to become my true. I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for. I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Eita,
You have made your
cutscene.
decision. Now, take this.
Ai, meu Deus.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nakamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
It's here, right? No way!
All worthless dross will be
Aqui,
purged.
ele vai ganhar uma visão.
That's why.
Vai mostrar que
This
ganhou uma
won't be
visão.
the end.
Ah, não. 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 Não, 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 não. Calma, eu vou pausar. Eu vou pausar o negócio. Não, a gente vai ver até o fim. E agora? Continue o negócio. Eu já vou silenciar aqui.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why. This won't be the end.
Não, eu não ganhou visão. Ah, ele ganhou sim.
Valadier?
Ah, mas ele ganhou. Nossa, que lindo. Olha isso, ele recebendo a visão.
Die.
Morra. Caralho, ele voltou a ser ele mesmo. Mano, que louco. Ah, então isso que era do vazamento. É que eu fiquei sabendo. Sempre que você vai de escaramuche contra o boss escaramuche, aparece uma cutscene, uma fala diferente. Aparece uma fala diferente. E essa é a fala que aparece. Agora eu já sei o que é.
You shall fall.
Mano, que louco. Derrote inimigo. Vai ser difícil. Vai ser difícil matar só com os caramuchos. Vai ser difícil.
That's far enough. Wind rises.
Ah, eu vou morrer. Pô, é impossível. Ah, dá pra se curar. Ah, você dá pra se curar de boa. Mas como que eu me curei? Como? Como que eu me curei?
The wind rises. Insignificant past.
Matamos.
Imbecile! Get out of sight.
Disappeared. Win?
Ganhamos.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
Ele voltou a ser ele mesmo. Só que ele tá muito mais da hora. Caralho.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
A passadeira tinha cansar as ideias.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
Ah, você soa como se estivesse louco. Mas é. Ai, não
But
consigo.
don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
E alumínio é nada, né? Alumínio é nada. Incrível. Tem baú? Cadê o baú? Não tem baú. Não tem.
Welcome back, traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
Ok, andarilho ou descaramuço? Nem vi.
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
Ah, tá. Mudar o nome.
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Sim.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Eita.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In
Eita.
all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
Quase travou o negócio.
Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up...
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what's including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to... I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but... The most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Eita.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything?
Em um número limitado de vezes, portanto pense bem quando mudar. Eita. Ô, louco. Eu posso escolher o nome dele. Mano. Caralho, como assim? Eu posso deixar andarilho? Véi, não sei. Eu não esperava por essa. Ai, não. Eu poderia zoar o nome, mas não vou zoar, não. O que eu faço, véi? Vou fazer assim. Eu vou mudar o nome dele. Não vou revelar o nome que eu botei nele. Vou pausar o vídeo e vocês não vão saber. Vai ser incrível. Vou pausar aqui. Eu não vou falar qual nome eu botei, não. Ok.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
Lindo.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
Pera, eu tô com medo de revelar o nome que eu botei nele. Ah, mas foda-se. Ou eu pulo a história do vídeo, ou nada, né? Infelizmente eles não sabem o nome. Não tem como.
What about a nickname?
Ó, viu? Eu botei esse nome aí. Infelizmente não tem como. Sim, eu me inspirei em um personagem de anime. Na verdade, foi 2 personagens de anime. Então eu botei esse. Não sei se vocês gostaram, mas vai ficar esse aí. Um apelido? Meu Deus.
Still thinking.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fitui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to...
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. What's that look for? Don't make that face. I know what I'm doing. That day will come. All right. We're goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone. What he went through today, he's been living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore. So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Thank you both. I hope
Comer,
you will
meu
find
Deus.
somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Acabou a história ou não? Acabou não.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some work.
You mean because everyone else...
Yeah! I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire, and life is a story too long to be told.
Everyone hold hands.
I guess the sword that entered Mikoshi Nagamasa's memory in his final moments was called Daitatara Nagamasa instead of Katsuragi Kiri Nagamasa, because he still had fond memories of it. I guess the sword that entered Mikoshi Nagamasa's memory in his final moments was called Daitatara Nagamasa instead of Katsuragi Kiri Nagamasa. I guess the sword...
De novo li errado.
Nagamasa's memory final moments was Daitatara Nagamasa instead of Katsuragi Kiri Nagamasa. I guess so. Mikoshi Nagamasa's
Só a mesma conversa?
Nagamasa instead of...
Mas eu li do outro. Ah, tá.
I finished my essay.
Vai tá lagando demais, eu não consigo nem mirar no bagulho certo, fica lagando essa porra. Meu Deus.
It's about time we had a break.
Interessante.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, great! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like, Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Ele mudou o mundo, então por qual motivo esse vaso ainda está quebrado? Caralho! O vaso ainda está quebrado, né?
You sound lost and confused.
Eita caralho!
I know why you are
Que
troubled.
isso, véi?
Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Puta que pariu.
Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed.
Mano.
Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate, like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts
Será que
can.
será que a Conte Idol?
Believe your
Não.
own eyes.
A Conte Idol não fala por
Only
mente.
that which you see
Ela não fala por
is
mente.
true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff? Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment, but...
Uhum. Interessante. Acabou? Tudo? Geminha. Amo geminha. Olha! Eu posso mudar o nome dele. Pena de apelação. Uma pena que pode dar um novo nome a uma certa pessoa. Quando o novo nome é dado, ele não pode ser alterado. Ô louco. Mas eu nem uso escaramuche. Qual vai ser a diferença? Eu nem uso ele. Então, tipo, não vou pegar ele, tá ligado? Quem sabe um dia, mas não. É isso, gente. Terminando a missão por aqui. Talvez eu gravo sobre o TCG também mais tarde, não sei, quem sabe. Não, mais tarde não, outro dia. Uma partida, não sei, quem sabe. Ou uma live. Mas é isso, terminando uma história de novo. Espero que tenha gostado, eu amei essa história e é incrível. Mostrou até os escaramujo ganhando visão. Tá lindo, viu? É isso. Tamo junto, nós até o próximo vídeo. Falou.